You've asked for this. This is your fault. This is all on you. I present to you the 5K face reveal. Hi, how you doing? So yeah, not what you were expecting, right? Yeah, a lot of people say that. Welcome to the immersion breaking video that is the 5K Q&A. So today we're going to be going through some of the questions that you have posted in the chat, and we're just going to answer them. It's going to be fantastic. Also, if you want some additional immersion ruining, think about this. Remember this face, this body? Go back and watch the Beat Saber videos. Think about me playing that. It's not a pretty picture. Anyways, let's get into the questions, shall we? How did you get into gaming and making YouTube videos? Well, I got into gaming, I think I was about 10 or 11 when I got my Nintendo Entertainment System and just played the living crap out of that, had a glorious time. I even had the Power Glove. That thing was awful. Like, it had the PVC pipes that you had to put around the TV for the sensors, and it never quite worked right. You tried to, like, drive with it and stuff. It was just awful, but it looked cool. You felt like you were a cyborg when you were wearing it. It was awesome. From there, I got a Sega Genesis, and then a Nintendo 64, and then I think I made my first foray into PC. Mostly I played things like Team Fortress Classic, Unreal Tournament, Counter-Strike, back in the WANnet days before all the 1.6 and Valve and all that stuff. As far as YouTube videos go, I was actually looking back at that. I could have sworn that I started earlier than I did. Like, the first video that I put up was in 2007, but that was just a Guild Wars farming video. Then nothing until 2011 when I did a couple of Kerbal Space Program videos, and then a couple in 2012 that I was doing just for our clan. It looks like the first time I actually got in doing videos in earnest was, looks like 2012 when I was doing the Guild Wars 2 beta. And then it just kind of snowballed from there. So yeah, that's where I got my gaming started, and I've been gaming pretty much my entire life. Love it. So you keep mentioning your stressful job. So what's your job? Well, I work for a large global company as a systems engineer. I do the virtualization for the servers, all the back-end hardware. I do a lot of storage and some networking, things of that nature. It's a big IT shop, basically. The problem is that our company ended up merging with another company, and that company is in kind of disarray in terms of what they want to be and how they want to structure everything. So it's become to the point where I'm working like 60, 70-hour work weeks, and we haven't seen raises in like 3 years, and it's just, you know, it's not a good work culture. You know, they always talk about having a work-life balance, and you really don't have that right now. And they keep promising, oh, we will eventually. We'll take care of you eventually, but it just, you know, empty promises as usual. So, yeah, it's not that fun anymore. It used to be phenomenal. I loved every minute of it, but ever since our team kind of dissolved because of the merger, and then, you know, the new team is just kind of in shambles right now, it's gotten a little rough. Once you blow up, do you ever plan on getting an editor and a thumbnail artist? That is an interesting question, because I don't think I'm ever going to blow up. Let's be real here. You're not going to blow up on Tarkov alone. You're going to have to do something special, something different, something unique. And I really don't do that. I just play video games and have fun doing it. That's pretty much my niche. So I don't think that that's ever going to be a thing, especially since I don't advertise or do anything interesting like that. I just do this as a hobby. It's kind of stress relief for me. It's something where I get to interact with other people and just, you know, have fun in my own particular way. So I don't see it happening, but, you know, you never know. But as for the thumbnail artist, meh. I mean, I just kind of do my own thumbnails, and that's good enough for me for now. Have you ever tried Arma 3? Why, yes. Yes, I have. In fact, I've done many a video in Arma 3. I think it was back in 2015, but that's okay. There's still Arma 3 videos. In fact, if I point my finger right here, I do believe a link will appear that you can click on to go to that playlist. Maybe. Will we get a new Subnautica series when the sequel/DLC comes out? Any other games beyond Tarkov on the horizon? Did you yet take my advice and do some voice acting? A threefer. Let's do this. Number 1. Yes, There will be a Subnautica series when the DLC is fully out and fully fleshed out and fully available. I don't really want to touch it until then because I just want it to be a whole new experience. I think I'll have fun. Any other games beyond Tarkov on the horizon? Oh my god, I have such gaming ADD that I just don't know what to play. The problem is that Tarkov right now is basically the brunt of my channel. It's what people seem to enjoy, and it seems like when I branch out, depending on the game, mind you, they seem less interested. So, I don't know. I would love to do more games. I'd love to do Control that just came out. Greedfall looks really interesting, but that's an RPG. A lot of people don't seem to be that into RPGs anymore. And, you know, I still have my staple of games that I love playing. Dead by Daylight, Rocket League, things of that nature. Sometimes Dota 2. Not as much anymore. Did you take my advice and do any voice acting? No. And the reason for that is this. I haven't had time. My work is just killing me, man. I would love to do it. I would love to get in and just do some voicing on some video games or anything. It'd be hilarious. I'd love it, but yeah, just haven't had time. Should I save up for Escape from Tarkov, or is there any other games you would suggest me to get? I would never honestly say to somebody to save up for anything. I mean, if the game looks like something that you would personally enjoy, absolutely get it. If it's something that you are on the fence about, really, then I would honestly say to wait. The best thing that you can do is just ingest as much media as you can, as much information as you can about a video game before you dive into it, so you know what to expect. Also, make sure you check out their return policies. Make sure if there's something that seems off, or if it's something that you can't return, then make sure it's right. Don't go purchasing things that you have no out with. You know, that's the number one thing I can say. If you're gonna purchase anything, make sure there's an out in case it's not what you were expecting. I've been watching since the DayZ Lone Wolf Diaries, and your videos are a great lunch hour watch. I was wondering how many hours of video you've put up. I really wish I could tell you. I mean, I've been trying to figure that out myself. There doesn't seem to be a way to get that information readily available. There's a site called socialblade.com where if you put in somebody's profile name or their URL, you can get information about their channel. And I put mine in there just to take a look. It doesn't give me the amount of hours there are, but it does say that I have uploaded 2,970 videos. So yeah, there's a few. In fact, there is 908,502 video views. It's kind of cool. I'm going to have to go through this more and just see what kind of useful / fun information there is, because, yeah, a lot of good stuff here. There are a lot of Twitch streamers out there. Have you ever seen yourself on someone else's videos? No. That's mainly because I don't ingest a lot of Tarkov videos. I do watch streamers occasionally just to see kind of what the meta is of the day and see what kind of things people are up to. But beyond that, I really don't watch a lot of Tarkov. I mean, I basically, the big thing that I'm into right now is GTA roleplay. I love watching GTA roleplay on Twitch. They are fantastic over on NoPixel. They are hilarious. There's just a lot of fun and excitement to be had watching that kind of stuff. And you get an actual storyline, which is really cool. Who or what made you start playing Tarkov? It was a combination. So I had seen the initial release trailer for the alpha and thought that was really cool. I watched a couple of videos on it and it seemed interesting. Like the whole concept of the, you know, just expansive, you know, gun modifications and stuff like that. It was really cool. And then I think I was watching Devil Dog Gamer playing it, actually. I think he was the first streamer that I watched play it, and I think that was enough for me to pick up the standard edition, and then I played it for myself for a little while, and then I was like, I'm just gonna get the EOD. I'm gonna splurge on it. And I've been playing the crap out of it ever since. It is a very unique game. It has just the right amount of survivally bits without being too overbearing. And at the same time, it has that same tension of DayZ without all the running around. So, yeah, a lot of fun. What is your Tarkov stash looking like? About that much? Hey man, love your work, so keep it up. When it comes to Tarkov, do you really only play for an hour a day? You seem far better than you give yourself credit for. Any tips for those of us who are not great at PC shooters? Honestly, just don't compare yourself to other people. Don't try to put this burden of having to be, you know, this amazing player. Just play to have fun. Don't worry about, if your play style doesn't match what everyone else is doing. If you're playing Tarkov and you're worried about losing your stuff and you're playing really slow and methodically, you're sneaking around corners, you're avoiding fights, just do that. If that's what makes you happy, if that's how you play your game that way. There is no need to be the best shooter, the best, gun and run, whatever. You don't have to be anything but what you enjoy. Just have fun with it, man. It's in any PC shooter, I can tell you straight up, I am not great. I am mediocre at best, and I just play to enjoy the game. I'm never in competition with myself. I don't care about winning. I enjoy the moment. That's the way I play. Since you're doing a Facecam, are you going to use the Facecam in most of your videos from now on? No. 2 reasons. Number 1, because I don't emote when I'm playing games. I'm pretty straight-faced. Like, there's nothing interesting to see when I'm playing a video game. And number 2, Tarkov is all about the immersion. It's all about... I don't want you to be looking at my camera in the corner, seeing if I do something interesting. I want you looking at the game itself. I want you to see everything that's going on. I want you to take in the environment. I want you to get immersed in it. It's fun. You mentioned in one of your videos that you like D&D. Which editions have you played, and which one is your favorite? Which class do you like the most? Well, I can tell you that I've only played 5th edition, and that really only came about because of Critical Role. Like, I had known about D&D all growing up and stuff like that, but I never got into it. I never had friends that got into it, so it was this thing that I knew about but never actually touched. But upon watching Critical Role and just seeing the immense amount of storytelling that you can, storytelling and world building that you can work together to do is it's awesome. I love it. As far as classes, I only have 2 that I'm currently playing a campaign with. I have a level 3 Dragonborn Druid and a level 2, Drow Cleric. All the classes seem to have really unique stuff. The problem is I'm not at a high enough level that I've really seen the distinction yet, but they're all pretty damn cool. I'd love to try to do like a dwarf monk. I think that'd be kind of hilarious. I don't know, but yeah, it's what I'd really love to do is I'd love to do a DM session. I would love to do some one-shots and just try to get my feet wet in that, because I think I would enjoy that even more than just playing a character, is playing the world itself. I think that would be awesome. Do you ever plan on playing games with friends? If so, what games do you want to play with friends? By the way, I love the Tarkov. Keep it up. You're doing great. I play a lot of games with friends, between the Ars crew that I play online with and my real-life friends that we play online with. We do play a lot of games. Right now we're kind of hooked on WoW Classic and stuff like that, but I'm not one to bring in other people in my recordings without them wanting to be there, so it's just kind of... I play with them just to play with them, If they ever wanted to participate, I would be more than happy to bring them in, but, I'm not going to force recordings on people. That just seems wrong. Ugh. Are you going to do Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey gameplay? I would like to watch you play it. I actually did not even hear of that game until you brought it up, so... it looks interesting. Playing as a monkey, having a good time. I don't know. We may at the very least, I may do like a Friday one-shot of it just to see how it goes, but I have so many games that I want to actually play for y'all, and it's just, there's not enough time. Not enough time and too much Tarkov. If you like seafood, what is the most shrimp that you've eaten in one sitting? So, I had a friend back when I was growing up whose parents loved shrimp. So what they would do is they would have this bucket of shrimp on ice. It would just be sitting in the fridge, and every day they would refill that bucket with shelled shrimp, put it on ice, and then just have cocktail sauce sitting next to it. And at one point in time, I do believe we ingested probably about 50 shrimp in one sitting. It did not end well. Pants or shorts? Listen, man. Pants are prison for legs. Hi! Hola. Would you ever consider playing Rainbow Six Siege? If you ever do, I recommend playing Rook. Can't believe I spent $20 just for that one little bit for the Ola. Anyways, yes, I have played Rainbow Six Siege. I am terrible at it. It's one of those games where it's kind of like back in the day when I played Counter-Strike. It was one of those where you have to just kind of play that game over and over and over again for hours on end to actually get all the little nuances. And I don't have the time to do that anymore. When I play it, like the whole lean meta and everything, where you have to lean to shoot, it feels off to me for some reason. I don't understand it, but yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it for what it was, but I just don't see myself being that into it, to be perfectly honest. What is your favorite breed of cat or dog? You seem like an animal person. Maybe you should get a job around animal care. My favorite dog would have to be either the Corgi or the Dachshund. I would, if I could own a dog right now, it would be a Dachshund because they are just freaking adorable and they are just the most loving little guys. And I would name him Solo because he's so low to the ground. As for cats, I can show you. Maybe that one. Do you yeet? The Lord yeeteth, and the Lord yoinketh away. And there you have it. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to get to as many questions as I could. If I didn't get to yours, it may be because it was a duplicate or I just ran out of time. But yeah, I'm always open to answer questions, so if you have questions, just leave them in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them when I see them. I'm sure somebody is already posting, hey, more World of Warships? To which I say, maybe someday. Not really in my wheelhouse right now, but we may go back and revisit it for a Friday one-shot or something. So, with that in mind, I thank you very much once again for watching. I'm hoping that everybody just has a fantastic week. I luckily was able to get a day off, so I was able to do this. It's kind of glorious. And with that in mind, I thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you on the next exciting adventure. Adios.